Hi and welcome to our video on measurement and in particular perimeter for today's video. If we look at the definition for perimeter, perimeter is the distance around the boundary of a closed figure. So that might be a shape, a polygon, or it might be a figure out in the real world. What we're actually looking for is the distance around that figure. If we have a look how we actually calculate the perimeter, basically the perimeter of a polygon can be found by adding the length of its sides. So if you have a look here in this triangle here, we've got three sides, 12, 10 and 9 centimeters, and you can see to find the perimeter, which is the total distance around the boundary of that figure, we add those together. So we get 9, 10 and 12 gives us 31 centimeters. You can see here the centimeters. That's our unit of measure for perimeter. They're length units. Okay, so we're not dealing with square units just yet. And they're generally in millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers if we're dealing in the metric system, which we are. With our perimeters as well, with some quadrilaterals and some common ones, we can actually derive some formulas. So we can actually get a formula from them. And you have a look here with these, a square and a rhombus. They actually have all four sides are the same. So we can derive this formula that says the perimeter equals 4 times the side length. Same with the rectangles, parallelograms and kites. We can see that they actually have two pairs of sides with equal length. So we can see here we've got A and B, and we've A and A, B and B there. So you can see we've actually got this formula where we do A plus B plus A plus B. Or if we simplify that, we get 2 lots of A plus B. So we can actually calculate the formula for perimeter as well. And we can use it as a shortcut. So effectively, if we just look at this example here, well, what shape have we got? We've got a square. So the perimeter, P, equals 4S. Now that basically means 4 times the side. So the perimeter equals 4 times side length is 8. And the perimeter equals 32. And then we use our units, which is centimeters. All right, that's just a quick example of how to actually do perimeter. So with perimeter, we're looking for the length around the outside of a boundary. Now, in some cases, that might just be a simple shape. If we've got a combination of shapes, then we start looking at calculating the distance around those particular shapes. With our unit conversion, if we have particular lengths on our shapes, some may be represented in a different unit. So we might have millimeters or centimeters in there. What we want to do is we want to convert them all into the same unit when we're calculating. And this little chart just helps us convert that. And if you just see here, millimeters to centimeters to meters to kilometers, we've got this factor that we multiply and divide by as we go through. Now basically millimeters to centimeters, well, there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter, there's 100 centimeters in a meter, and there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So you can see that factor there. So if we just look at this quick example, we're going to convert 5.2 centimeters into millimeters. So centimeters into millimeters, we multiply by 10. So this is going to be 5.2, and that's multiplied by 10. Well, if we do this, we just move the decimal place 1 point, and that gives me 52 millimeters. So 5.2 centimeters is 52 millimeters. If we want to convert it to meters, we've got 5.2, and we actually divide that by 100. Because we're going back this way, and that one actually equals, we go back 1, 2. So if we think of a decimal point here, we go 1, 2 places, and then in the space here we put it, so we end up with 0.052 meters. All right, so that's a simple way of converting using that little chart there, which is really handy. All right, thanks for watching that, and we'll see you in our next video.